Welcome to the deck of the 160-foot class cutter Pamlico down in New Orleans. My name is Dan Clift. I'm with Hiller Systems Incorporated in partnership with Integrated Computer Technology and in association with Corinthi Design Group. We are proud to present this FM200 fire suppression system training video for the engine room on the 160-foot class cutter. We are now located in after steering of the 160-foot class cutter. This is where the two FM200 cylinders, 350 pounds each, are located. On the cylinders are the valve outlet adapters and the discharge hoses. And on the top of the FM200 cylinder is the lever pressure operated control head. Also included in the basic components are the three pressure switches, the 61-second discharge time delay, the siren driver cylinder, the pilot cylinder, and the cable operated control head. This is one of the four discharge nozzles located in the engine room. There is one nozzle located aft center line, one nozzle located over each of the engines, and one located in the upper fiddle. This is the pneumatic siren that is located in the engine room. This siren is driven by the nitrogen cylinder in the aft steering room. When the siren goes off, you must evacuate the space immediately. This is one of the two red beacons that are located in the engine room. When these beacons start flashing, you must evacuate the engine room at once. This is the exhaust damper located on the O1 level. This exhaust damper will shut automatically upon activation of the pilot cylinder. If for some reason this lever doesn't close, come up, engage the clutch, and rotate the handle in a counterclockwise direction. In order to open this damper, turn the handle in a clockwise direction. This is the intake damper located on the main deck, starboard side of the vessel. This damper should close automatically upon activation of the nitrogen pilot cylinder. If for some reason this damper doesn't close, you can gain access to the hand wheel by opening up the access cover. To manually close the damper, once you gain access through the access panel, you must engage the clutch, turn the handle in a counterclockwise direction. To reset that damper in an open position, turn the hand wheel clockwise. The proper operation of the FM200 fire suppression system starts at the remote activation stations. When those stations have been activated, the cable operated control head will release the pilot cylinder. That pilot cylinder will send nitrogen to the pneumatic siren driver cylinder, which in turn will release nitrogen down to the engine room in the pneumatic siren. And then nitrogen will come up to the three pressure switches. Those three pressure switches will shut down both engines, both generators, and the ventilation. The red beacons in the engine room will also illuminate. After that, nitrogen will travel down to the 61-second time delay. At the end of the 61-second cycle, nitrogen will be released through the tubing down to the actuation hoses into the FM200 suppression cylinders. Both these cylinders will be discharged within 10 seconds out of the discharge piping into the engine room. To locally operate the FM200 fire suppression system, remove the locking pin and rotate the lever over. This will operate the FM200 suppression system. On top of the 61-second time delay is a lever-operated control head. In an emergency where the time delay doesn't function properly, you can remove this pin and rotate the lever over for immediate activation. On top of the siren driver cylinder is a pressure lever-operated control head. If needed, you can remove this pin, rotate the lever over, which would immediately discharge the nitrogen cylinder to the pneumatic siren in the engine room. On top of the FM200 cylinder is a lever pressure operated control head. This is an emergency release only. To activate this, you remove the pin and rotate the lever over. Knowing that activating the system in this fashion, there will be no 61-second time delay, the pneumatic siren will not operate, and none of the pressure switches will function. This is for an immediate dump. For the daily PMS maintenance on the cylinders, anyone from the engineering department can perform. Check the pressure on the cylinders, referred to Table 3, Tac 2 in the Kidde Marine Manual. This table will show the pressure to temperature ratio. For the daily maintenance on the nitrogen pilot cylinder, any member of the engineering crew can come down and read the gauge. For the daily maintenance on the siren driver cylinder, any member of the engineering staff can come down and read the gauge. The monthly PMS maintenance can be performed by anyone in the engineering department. Check all actuation hoses and discharge hoses for tightness, no physical damage or corrosion. Check the discharge pipe and pipe brackets for tightness, no physical damage or corrosion. During the monthly maintenance, check the cylinders and the straps for tightness, no physical damage or corrosion. Remove the liquid level indicator cap. Pull the tape out of the cylinder until the magnet grabs. Take your reading on the tape. You can go to the Kidde Marine Manual, Table 5, Tac 5, that shows the tape measurement to volume of FM200. Reinstall the tape into the cylinder and put the cap back on. The semi-annual maintenance on the pressure switches can only be performed by the chief engineer. The chief engineer is to notify the CO and the crew before performing the test. Have all the engines and generators and ventilation running. Raise the plungers on each pressure switch. Verify that the engines, generators, and ventilation shut down. Also verify that the two red beacons come on. At the end of a satisfactory test, reset all of the plungers and notify the CO and crew that the tests are complete.
Only a Kidde Marine certified technician, like from Hiller Systems Incorporated, can accomplish this testing. The chief engineer must witness this testing. This will be a full functional test to test proper operations of all the components, inspect all the components, blow down the discharge piping, verify the volume, weight, pressure, and liquid level on the FM200 cylinders, verify the pressure on all the nitrogen cylinders. At the conclusion of the test, notify the CO and the crew that the tests are complete. Only a Kidde Marine certified technician, like from Hiller Systems Incorporated, can accomplish this testing. The chief engineer must witness this testing. You will blow down all the discharge pipes. First, remove all the discharge nozzles. Disconnect the discharge pipe from the FM200 cylinders. Use 100 psi of dry air and blow the pipe for 10 to 20 minutes. When completed, install the nozzles in the proper locations and reconnect the disconnect pipe to the system. You will accomplish the 5-year visual hydrostatic test of the FM200 cylinders. This is to be accomplished in accordance with the 49 CFR 173.34 E13.
I'm Dan Clift with Hiller Systems Incorporated. On behalf of Hiller Systems Incorporated, Integrated Computer Technologies, and Corinthi Design Group, we would like to thank the United States Coast Guard for allowing us to provide this training video. A special thanks goes out to Petty Officer Thomas for her assistance during this video. Thank you and be safe.